Hello and welcome back to my Satisfactory guide. Have you ever wondered how the hell are you supposed to keep your power grid up during the start of the game when all you have is biofuel burners that you need to manually fill? Well, look no further. I'm here to share with you today what I believe to be the best solution to this early game problem. With this setup, you only need to spend a few minutes to gather resources to keep the grid up for hours. You can use this technique to carry you all the way over to coal power, and you don't even need to dismantle it afterwards. I can teach you how to convert it into a backup generator, as well as double as a garbage chute for unwanted wood and leaves in your late game. I've been struggling with power in the early stages of the game a lot, and I have started to despise the horrible sound of my fuses blowing just when I'm on the other side of the map doing something else. So I came up with this setup that maximizes my efficiency by reducing the downtime caused by gathering leaves and wood to feed into the generators. Until you reach coal power, the system will not run truly autonomous, but it's the next best thing. We will treat this power project in stages. Stage 1 is when you first unlock biomass burners during onboarding, and all you can burn is biomass. You need to have two containers, one for wood and one for leaves, each connected to a constructor with the respective biomass recipe. Then the constructors are connected to a merger. This goes into a storage container, and then the storage container splits them to biomass burners. When you connect the power, you can clearly see how the biomass gets produced here. This merges to this conveyor, goes into the storage, and then it'll power up the fuel generators. The second stage is when you unlock obstacle clearing. You'll have your same two containers set up here and two constructors, but this time you will hook them to another constructor that's configured to create solid biofuel. This then goes into the container and powers up the generators. This will greatly increase the efficiency of the fuel and is somewhat semi-automatic, in the sense that you only need to drop the leaves and wood in the containers and it will last for a long time before needing to refuel. At this point you can remove the two generators attached to the hub. This is the main power setup that you will be using to carry you all the way over to coal power. This is what normal operation for this setup looks like. Stage 3 is when you unlock smart splitters. This you'll probably implement long after you're no longer reliant on biofuel, but you still want to have a supply of solid biofuel somewhere in your base. Stage 3 is an alternative to deleting the whole system. You can get rid of the two containers and use just one big industrial container in which you can dump all your wood and leaves altogether, because you will attach this to a smart splitter like this. That's going to be set up to separate the leaves and wood like so. The leaves and wood will go each respectively into their constructor that creates biomass, and then it will go into the merger as before. It will then travel to the solid biomass converter, and here you will attach another smart splitter that is going to be set to deliver the overflow to one of your awesome sinks. This you will do not only to gain tickets, but to make sure that this container here will never get full. Then, as before, you hook it up to a storage container. This is always a good idea to keep some kind of storage for your solid biofuel, and then split into the biomass burners. One addition to this you can also do, if you want to have it truly independent, you can hook up a priority power switch to it, like so. That way you can actually keep it off if you don't want to use it, and just turn it on whenever you feel like you need it. This way you can actually choose when you actually want to burn biofuel to create power. Now, I recommend, in addition to having this type of system, that you also attach some kind of batteries to your network. The amount is totally up to you, but I usually recommend between 6 and 10 batteries. It should be enough for your whole playthrough. It'll make a huge difference. Once your factory grows, your machine will start backing up, and they will not be working 100% of the time, and that will cause your power draw to fluctuate, and in some cases it can exceed your maximum capacity if you don't scale your power grid along with your base properly, and that can cause your fuses to blow. Now, if your average power draw is, however, lower than your max capacity, the extra buffer you have in your batteries will keep your fuses from blowing and will save you a lot of headache. You won't believe how much of a difference this makes, trust me. And that's been it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to come back for more Satisfactory tips.